If you clicked on this video, chances are you're feeling drained. You're a creative person, a writer, a game runner, a storyteller, an artist, but lately it feels like all that inspiration and energy is just burnt out. And I want you to know that you're not broken, you're not alone. Burnout happens to all of us. And today I just want to share a few thoughts that might help you step back, breathe, and find your way back to the joy of creating. Welcome to Whispers from the Phylactery. I've been running games for 15 years, and I started this channel to share my insights and thoughts on tabletop game running, design, and philosophy. And when it comes to help working out of a funk, maybe explaining it to others will reinforce it to myself as much as the people in my life hope it will. So, first, let's call burnout what it is. It's not laziness, and it's not failure. It's your brain and body saying, I've been giving too much for too long without enough rest. I'm tired. And when you're creative, you're constantly pouring out ideas, energy, emotions. That's beautiful, part of the human spirit. But you're also human, which means that you have limits, like everyone else. And when you hit those limits, your spark dims. Not forever, but until you give yourself space to heal and rejuvenate, it's hard. One of the hardest things when you've been burned out is the guilt. And it's something that I really struggle with. You feel like you should be producing, you should be writing, you should be prepping for your next session or finishing that project or another commission. I have commissions to work on since I could use the money. I have games to run so that my players won't be disappointed. I like writing. I know I do. So if I just keep writing, I'll feel that spark of joy again. And if that sounds familiar, then that is burnout. But here's the truth. Creativity can't thrive under constant pressure. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your art and for yourself and your mental health is to let yourself rest without shame. Rest is part of the process. And scientists say that the human brain needs rest 40% of the time. Our modern life doesn't give us that, but it's what we should have. And if we don't take it, our brains will make us take it. So take a week or two off of your regular game, or ask your group if anyone would be interested in running a one-shot or a small story of their own. A solid group will accept that the game runner needs a break. And after this, a few weeks, a month, reevaluate and see how you're doing. At my worst, I overworked myself and burnt out for months without the desire to run any games and barely to play in them. And my writing took even longer to come back. Uh, it didn't help that I was still forcing my creativity in other areas and pursuits, and just pushing through it. I didn't take the time to recharge, and I suffered for 9 months to a year with just hating anything creative and not doing it, just letting it sit there feeling guilty that I wasn't working on it. So hopefully hearing this from someone that's gone through it, some people might say still going through it, will make it easier to accept for yourself. When you're ready and you feel like you're doing well, that you want to start doing things again, don't force yourself to dive into a huge campaign or a massive project. For some people, that might work, but for most of us, it will simply smother the creative spark before it has a chance to be properly established again. Start with something small, a silly character idea, a one shot that you'll never run, a sketch, a playlist to spark a tone or a theme in your mind, a daydream. These little sparks matter. They help remind you and reinforce that creativity isn't just about finishing big things. It's about enjoying the act of imagining and creating, even if no one else ever sees it. We can get so caught up in comparing ourselves to others that we forget to celebrate our little joys and victories and why we started doing these things in the first place. So, write your short stories, write your poems or a character's backstory, doodle a picture quickly, or sketch out a character design or concept without worrying about it being perfect. Allow yourself the room to experiment and enjoy the process without worrying about making it perfect for anybody else. It just has to be something that you enjoy. And most importantly, out of all of this, and what people that are suffering from burnout really need to internalize, even though it's difficult hearing from outside, um, burnout doesn't mean you've lost your creativity. You're still that imaginative, brilliant person. Burnout just means you need time to refill your cup. And this can be something that is hard to believe in the middle of a burnout period when it seems like you might never be able to create or enjoy creating things again. Like you can continue to force yourself to make things, but there's no heart in it. So please give yourself permission to rest, to play, to dream without deadlines, or draw on new inspiration and consume the media that you enjoy, whether that's books or television or movies, plays. What you find inspiration in doesn't matter. Refill your creative well with inspiration and dreams. Um, that's the big thing. Is as creative people, we get so focused on creating for ourselves that we start to neglect taking in the creativity of others. Refill your creative well with inspiration and dreams. Look at media, look at what other people are creating. Try not to look at what other people are creating that's the exact same thing as you. Um, I know I like to look at artwork when I'm scrolling through Instagram, but then the comparison can start. So I would look to movies and novels, things I don't compare myself to try and refill my well. It's a tough process, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. And if this spoke to you, please know that I've been there too. And so have countless others, including some of the most popular people that we idolize. Uh, the live plays and authors, actors. It's burnout happens to everyone. You're not alone, and you will find your spark again. So take care of yourself. And when you're ready, your creativity will be waiting. It might just take time. But that's all I really have to say about it. I wish you the best. And I hope that your creativity comes back soon. Now you find joy in the little things. So long, adventurers.